guys, how are we doing? It's Martin Cliffe here with first update for a while. It is Friday evening, the 21st of July. I am back in Hong Kong after just over 2 weeks in India. Had a good time. It wasn't necessarily somewhere I would hurry back to. Personally, yeah, but what we went for a school trip and everything sort of panned out well, and it was all very good. So it was a very successful trip, but yeah, just India is not something where that personally excites me too much. And then we're heading off into China in a week. Well, he was already in China. I'm joining her next Friday. Yeah, you may notice in my hands a Fender Stratocaster, and people who know me will think you don't play Fender Stratocasters, and it's very true. Up until Wednesday I didn't own one, and I had never owned a Fender Stratocaster. I'd owned a Strat style guitar when I very first started playing back in 1991, I think it was, which was Encore E76, and since then I've never owned a 3 single coil double cutaway guitar. So I decided it was about time to do something about that. I've just shot a video which I'll be posting in the next couple of days. My guitar is 18 or whatever it is, about it and playing it through, but still getting the hang of it. I've done a lot of upgrades to it to make it what I wanted, because it was a lot cheaper than buying what I wanted. And yeah, liking it so far. It's definitely never going to replace my Sirs. It's a different kind of thing, but it's a useful thing to have and add to the arsenal. So it's all good. Now, in terms of other news, this morning I awoke to read about the passing, the suicide of Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Now, if you're a rock musician of about my kind of age, I'm 39, he was 41, Linkin Park were huge. Their first couple of albums are possibly among the albums I've played most often, particularly when I'm in that kind of mood. And yeah, they're a couple of years older than me, the band, and hugely influential just in terms of being one of the bands that brought that kind of melodic but not too old school, boring, traditional lo-fi sort of thing to the forefront. And I don't know, I'm just, let's say, reeling a bit from it. I don't know what the reasoning is behind any of it. Just very sad, and my heart goes out to the guys in Linkin Park and to Chester's family and everyone else who's affected by it. It's just very sad. So that's kind of put a bit of a dampener on my week. But life goes on for the rest of us. So what else? New glasses. My previous glasses were falling apart, quite literally. This is the arm, and that's supposed to attach to that, and yeah, it wasn't good. Way beyond repair. My other pair has the same problem, but the other way, or the other side, I don't know. Wasn't good, so I needed some new glasses. So earlier this week I ordered these, and they arrived this afternoon. I went to pick them up. Bit of a departure. They're very, very light. They're titanium. They're made by a company called LAB, I think. If you search for LAB glasses on the internet, you find safety glasses for laboratories. So I don't know much about them, but they are super light. They're really comfortable, and I can see, which is good. I don't have a particularly strong prescription, so I can see most things without. But it is good to be able to see clearly and not get eye strain and all that kind of thing. So yeah, very happy to get those. I also got around to getting new batteries in both of my rotary watches. So I'm wearing the one that I got as a 21st present from my grandparents, and then my other one that I got from my parents last Christmas, or last Christmas but one, I think it was. Got a new battery in that as well, because that again had stopped I think just before we went to India, and so I managed to find the guy in the little booth who only works a few hours a day, sorted. So there we go. Kind of enjoying my my couple of days of freedom, well, my week of freedom. It's not freedom per se, it's just that Eva is in China, and I'm not, so I've got a few days to do things myself, which will be good, except that it's either been baking hot or throwing it down with rain in Hong Kong, and very few of my friends are around because it's the summer holidays and a lot of them are back wherever. So just kind of filling the time for a few days. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope everyone's well. Have a great summer. There won't be a huge amount of updates or videos of any kind coming out over the next 3 weeks or so. But when I get back from China, I'll have a bit more time again to do some filming and other stuff. Okay, take care guys. I'll speak to you soon.